Hello YouTube, my name is NerosCinema, some more Call of Duty WWII. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to discuss the Volkssturmgewehr because in my opinion, this is currently the best weapon available here in Call of Duty WWII. Now I know whenever a new gun is released, people are very quick to jump to extremes, claiming the new gun is either overpowered or complete garbage, which is why I decided to wait to make this video. When I gave my first impressions a few days ago, I only had a couple hundred kills with the gun, but I did say I really enjoyed it and it was quickly becoming one of my favorite weapons. Well, since making that video, I've logged in 500 more kills with the Volkssturmgewehr. I've completed every single challenge for it, and we now have the official weapon stats to go over, so I feel like now is a perfect time to review the Volkssturmgewehr and explain why I think it's the best weapon here in Call of Duty WWII. In short, I'm going to bring up the same point I made in my first impressions video. The Volkssturm feels like the ACR from Modern Warfare 3, which for those that don't know, was widely considered to be one of the best guns in that game. What we have here is a full auto rifle that is a 4-shot kill up to 50 meters away, at which point it'll drop down to being a 5-shot kill. I'm seeing people acting like the 4-shot kill range is bad, but it's actually the same range at which the M1 Grand goes from being a 2-shot kill to a 3-shot kill, so it's quite a ways away, and it may sound like it has low damage being a 5-shot kill at a distance, but in reality it has the same damage as the STG-44 and the M1941, except it has way less recoil than the M1941 and a much better fire rate than the STG-44. When it comes to the other full auto assault rifles, only the FG-42 and the BAR have more base damage, but the Volkssturm's fire rate is so much faster than either of those weapons, it more than makes up for having less damage. And one other thing that sets it apart would be just how lethal it can be at range. This is why I keep comparing the Volkssturm to the ACR. Very few full auto weapons can pull off the kind of kills I'm showing you guys here in this video. Keep in mind, I'm not running a grip or anything like that. I just see these people across the map, I aim at them, I pull the right trigger, and they pretty much drop immediately. Typically, guns that are this good at a distance are balanced by being weak in close quarter situations, but the Volks is actually pretty good up close because it shares the same fire rate as the PPSH-41 and the MP40, so oftentimes it can actually feel like a submachine gun in an assault rifle's clothing while also being like one of the most deadly lethal weapons at a distance. The balancing factor that I keep seeing people fall back on is the Volkssturmgewehr has a very slow aim down sight speed compared to the other rifles in this game, but that's kind of misleading, and here is why. The aim down sight speed on the Volkssturm is 0.3 seconds, which is 0.05 seconds slower than any other assault rifle, with the exception of the FG-42, which it is tied with. So yes, it does have a slow aim down sight speed, but it's not really that noticeable, and if the FG-42 can be the most used assault rifle in competitive and professional play, I would say that slightly slower aim time is not really that big of a deal. The other misconception that's being thrown around right now, and I don't know where this started, is people are saying that the sprint out time on the Volkssturm is actually bad compared to the other rifles, but in reality, it's tied or better than any other assault rifle in the entire game. So in the assault rifle category, we have two different sprint out times. We have 0.3 seconds, which is for the FG-42 and the BAR, and then we have 0.25 seconds, which is for every other rifle, including the Volkssturm. So in reality, there aren't really any major downsides to this weapon, with the exception of the aim down sight speed, and it's one of the easiest guns to use in the entire game. It's either solid or exceptional in pretty much every situation, which in my opinion makes it the best gun in Call of Duty WWII. When it comes to the class setup, I recommend a loadout like this. The infantry division is one of the best ones in the game, and the faster movement while aiming down sights is a huge help, and being able to run 3 attachments allows the Volkssturm to become even more powerful. I recommend using the reflex sight because it adds clarity and precision to a weapon that is more than capable of sniping people across the map. High caliber because this gun's accuracy makes it very easy to go for headshots, and if you do hit them in the head even one time, even if you don't aim for the head, if you accidentally hit them in the head, this gun suddenly becomes a 3-shot kill, which makes it even better. And FMJ is more of a personal choice, but I find that the Volkssturm is surprisingly good at taking people out through cover. Not to mention, you can shoot down air support very quickly because this gun has no recoil, and therefore you're not going to be missing any of your shots. So ladies and gentlemen, those are the reasons why I personally feel as though the Volkssturmgewehr is the best gun here in Call of Duty WWII. Over the past couple of months, I've played this game quite a bit, right? I'm a YouTuber, I have over 8 days of playtime, I'm Master Prestige, 31,000 kills. I've completed every challenge for every primary weapon in this game, with the exception of the Brent and the Carbon. And keep in mind, I'm not one of those people that just like grinds hardcore all day and night to get challenges done going quickly or grinds war nonstop. I play regular modes like, you know, Gridiron, Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Domination. These are the normal modes I play. That's where I complete most of my challenges. And in all of my time playing this game so far, I have yet to see a gun that is as good as the Volkssturmgewehr here in Call of Duty WWII. It's actually so good that professional players are starting to take notice, and they're hoping to see the Volkssturmgewehr added to competitive play. And as we all know, competitive/professional players only use the best weapons in the game. So the big question right now is, should Sledgehammer Games step in and nerf the Volkssturmgewehr? It's a reasonable question. I mean, if professional players are looking at it and YouTubers are all agreeing that's a really good gun, then perhaps it's a little bit out of balance. But in my opinion, the Volkssturmgewehr is not wildly overpowered. It's just really good for what it is. My personal prediction is Sledgehammer is going to make some changes before long, but it won't be to anything major like damage or fire rate, because if they nerf its damage, it's already tied for like the lowest damage in the assault rifle category. It doesn't make a ton of sense. And reducing its fire rate would make it feel like a reskin of the STG-44, which, while I love the STG-44, I want each gun in the game to feel unique as compared to being clones of one another, so I don't see them adjusting either of those things. My prediction is they are going to increase recoil and maybe even adjust the idle sway, but who knows, they may not actually do anything, because Michael Condrey has gone on record saying he would like to see this gun used in competitive. Not to mention, Sledgehammer is refusing to nerf the bar. They recently buffed the FG-42, and they're talking about buffing the STG-44, so it's pretty clear that they want the rifles in this game to be more powerful so they can compete with the heavy submachine gun meta. We're going to have to see how it plays out, but one thing is for sure, the Volkssturmgewehr is definitely worth the armory credits if you guys are still on the fence, and I highly recommend unlocking it as fast as humanly possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys here in this video. What do you think? Is the Volkssturmgewehr the best gun here in Call of Duty WWII? Is it above average? Is it terrible in your opinion? Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section below. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Drop me a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.